Hey friends, welcome to another Lissa video. Today I want to talk about the last meal. So I was talking to a friend the other day and she said something really cool and I wanted to share it with all of you guys. But she said, I gained 60 pounds having a last meal. And this happens so often to so many people, myself included, that we would always say, well, I'm going to have this one last meal and then I will start tomorrow. We need to start right now. As soon as you feel motivated, that is when you should start. Don't wait for tomorrow, don't wait for next week, don't wait for Monday, don't wait for New Year's. You should be starting today. The last meal idea comes into play feeling that we are missing out on something or are going to miss out on something, when we aren't really. We're missing out on feeling crappy, which is a good thing. We don't want to feel crappy anymore. So eating this last meal is not helping our future goals. We still have to burn off those excess calories. Any fat that you have in your last meal is going to be in your bloodstream and can cause insulin resistance. I have done this so many times where I will have my last meal, which was typically a really high fat Chinese food or a pizza or something like that, and then I start fresh and clean on Monday. I will have a big giant smoothie first thing in the morning on Monday, and all of the fat that I had from the night before, from my last meal, is preventing me from actually using a lot of the sugar in my smoothie. I get a really bad sugar crash, and then I start craving everything, and then I fall off after even just a day. I see this too many times, and I want to share this with you guys, that we have to stop putting foods on pedestals and saying, this is my last meal, it's my last time that I'll ever have this. We really if you should never have this again, you shouldn't have it as a last meal because you already make the decision that these foods are bad for you. So why poison yourself one more time by consuming something that doesn't make you feel good? And then you might have a food hangover the next day because you ate this crappy food, and it's going to not be as motivating as if you had something clean and fresh the night before you start your new journey over again the next day. So tips to starting fresh again, or starting at dinner time, or starting at lunch. If you had a bad breakfast, start at lunch. If you had a bad lunch, start at dinner. Stop writing off days and stop writing off weekends. And don't wait until after your sister's birthday or after New Year's. Wait until the next meal. That should be your new you. That should be your new choice, is your next meal. So if you are trying to do a new diet or you're waiting for Monday, instead start with the next meal. Just think of a really healthy dinner that you could have and make that instead. Start fresh. Make sure that you eat enough calories, that you eat low fat, and that you have plenty of fresh fruits and vegetables to use as snacks when you feel like you need to eat something. Tips for on the go would be to always default to a grocery store. There are grocery stores all over the place, and you have plenty of options for raw foods or really healthy foods in grocery stores. Just go over to the produce section, grab some ripe bananas off the sale shelf, or apples, oranges, grapes, whatever. You can just grab whatever you need at the grocery store and snack on those. If you don't have anything to eat, that's going to be your best bet. It's much better than going to the drive-through or whatever, because if you do end up going to the drive-through, you're just going to start the same cycle over again. You're going to say, this is the last time that I'm going to go to the drive-through. And your last meal is going to turn into 20, 40, 60, 100 pounds because you constantly use that excuse to get you to that extra 100 pounds. And I've done this. I totally understand. We just need to stop using those as excuses, and we need to make the conscious decision to go to the grocery store instead, or just go home and make something at home instead of just, using the easy way out, I guess I should say, because I did it too. I used the easy way out. I would just go to the store, I would just grab whatever at a fast food place, and it would tide me over until I got home. But then I was not motivated anymore to eat healthy because you feel crappy because you ate crappy food. So it creates this cycle where you eat crappy food and then you feel bad and then you're motivated to eat healthy and then you eat crappy food and then it pulls you back down and then you're motivated and then you eat your last meal and then you feel crappy again. And you just keep going in this cycle, and like I said, you end up 20, 30, 40 pounds overweight and you are further from your goal than you would be if you had just said no, and if you just told yourself, this is not food for my body, I should go to the grocery store because that is where real food is. So hopefully this video can help somebody out there. If you did like it, please click like and subscribe to my channel to get notifications for more. You can find me on Facebook at Lissa's Raw Food Romance, on Instagram at Raw Food Romance, and over on Snapchat, Lissa Raw Vegan. So until the next video, guys, I love you all and make those good decisions. Fruit on.